next. Any word on Roberenka? What's
Nothing yet. Obviously, not good. Anytime you see a player down there not moving, um, it's a scary situation. So I didn't really see how the hit or the angle it was on. Obviously, the refs made the right call, and hopefully he's going to be okay.
I mean, it seemed like he really was dependent upon the people that were helping him off too. So I mean,
no question.
Probably something.
When a player doesn't move at all, you know it's bad. And he didn't move until they picked him up. So.
It's almost as the win came at that cost because it led to the goal. And then...
Yeah. I mean, obviously we score on the power play, and maybe could have had a couple more there, but you never like to see that. And I just hope he's okay, and it's that he recovers quickly.
You guys started seeing a little more offensive action, not only during that power play, but afterwards as well. I mean, do you think? I mean, was it like the team kind of rallied around that play?
Yeah, I think you can use stuff like that as motivation or to grab momentum. They're a good hockey team. They play very tight defensively, and we knew this was going to be a tough battle for us tonight. I thought it was they played at home, so they didn't have any travel. We obviously got in 3 a.m, so I was concerned about our legs, our energy, but we battled and we fought through it, and we knew managing the puck was going to be key. And turnover cost us a goal tonight, and when we managed the puck, we were okay, and when we didn't, we got ourselves into a bit of trouble. But I give the guys credit. We battled hard defensively. Keith was outstanding, and we got some key goals at key times, obviously.
How big was that? Just starting the third on that PK. I mean, you spent almost that entire 2 minutes in your own zone.
Yeah, we've had a couple of those lately where we just can't seem to get clears, and it's bouncing. And Hartford scored right at the tail end at the end of the 2 minutes. Again, the guys hung in there, and Keith was outstanding. He's got to be your best penalty killer. Their other power plays, they didn't really get too much in zone time, but that one they did. They struggled a bit with their breakout. But when they got in, they zipped it around pretty good. And some of those things when you play against good teams, you just got to survive them, get in shooting lanes, and your goaltender has to be good. And like I said, Keith was good.
Not only Keith, but the team defensively down the stretch. I mean, that's a team that has done pretty well this year, and you guys had to maintain that 1-goal lead late. What can you say about that defensive effort?
It was good. Our game defensively is slowly getting closer to back to where I want it to be. We've taken a step back, and again, no disrespect to some of these young guys, but you bring in Eric Byer, you bring in Joe Faust, who haven't played a lot of hockey system-wise, are getting more familiar with it. Even Mark Fraser, it's a new system for him, and you're starting to see them a little more comfortable, and we're starting to get more support from our forwards, which we got away from a little bit. So I think it's a combination of those things, and guys just playing with confidence and supporting each other and taking away time and space. And the last couple games, even the other night, we got a little sloppy at times, but when we had to bear down defensively in our own end, we did a good job the other night against, I keep wanting to call them Adirondack, Lehigh Valley. But, you got to bear down, and then you in those situations when the game's on the line, that's when you need guys to be at their best defensively.
5 points in the last 3 games. Do you feel like you kind of shook off that stretch in early November was brutal? Do you feel like you've kind of shaken that off?
Yeah, I think so. I think, like I said, some of the corrections or adjustments we've made in our game in some areas, and then we've done it with a different roster than we did at the beginning of the year. And I think guys realize that how important these kind of things early on in the year when you go through these situations where you got injuries and. We lost some key guys to recall. You get some guys to step up and play big minutes, and some other guys play expanded roles. And when they do that, I think over the course of the year, it really makes you a better team when you do get a full roster and everybody gets healthy. So I think guys have realized that we need to play as a group, and it has to be everybody on the same page every night in order to be successful.